Yo, what's up, everybody? This is DTM, Delta Tango Mike, joining you on this Friday. It is finally Friday. It's the end of the week. I hope you had lots of fun this week with the Pro Tools. Oh my gosh, I know I did. I've been working on a lot of artwork and design stuff that I knew I had to do. I was going to do it, and it just so happened that I got to do it here with you guys. Big ups to everybody who's joining us on Behance and on YouTube. YouTube, y'all, say something so that I know that you're there. On the chat in Behance, we already got Gareth, Sam, Katarina, SLP Price, Sean. Everybody is joining us over from the earlier stream. Big ups to all of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's just jump right on into what we're here to talk about today. We're gonna create we're gonna use the Creative Cloud Sync for streaming overlays workflow from desktop to iPod to iPad to desktop in Adobe Illustrator. And basically, that's all I've been doing all this week. I've been trying to show a little bit of my process and how I do certain things, and in the creative process on how to create the artwork, the character artwork, the overlays, and the social media posts. Today, it is streaming overlays. But basically, the part that is the same in each and every day is that I am hopping between the desktop. There goes the desktop. And the iPad, why am I saying iPod? And the iPad Pro to find the time to create, whether I'm sitting on my desk on the desktop with Adobe Illustrator or chilling on the couch and watching TV with my iPad just right there doing what I need to do. And so it's really great and it's really useful to use the Creative Cloud to sync your documents between different devices. As long as you're signed into the same Creative Cloud account, you'll be able to save a document to the cloud, come back to another device, and pick up right where you left off so that you can then continue to put in some work on your art. Sam says, hey, DTM. Sean says, I want an iPod. Need one of those for my music. You know what? I'm sitting here in front of my streaming area, and I do have an iPhone 4, old school iPhone 4, and another one of my stations, computer stations, I have an iPod. I do have an iPod, but I don't know why I keep saying iPod. What's up, Elisandra? How are you doing today? So let's hop right on in. Today's project, I want to start it in Adobe Illustrator on the desktop, and this is really helpful for when you know that your day may require you to be away from your desk, right? And so if you can carry a laptop, go for it. If you can carry a Surface, a MacBook, sure, why not? Carry a device that you can work with Adobe Illustrator on the desktop. But let's say, I have a lot of things to do today. I'm going to be away from my desk, but there's some things that I want to catch up and work on. Boom. So what we want to do is let's start this design over. Boom. And start off with setting up my artboards. Of course, I am opening a document that I already had, a design that I already been working on. And then I have, so now I want to set up my artboard and to create thumbnails. Is that what we're doing now? Streaming over, wait a minute. Thumbnails, what are we talking about today? Did I say streaming overlays? I think it's supposed to be thumbnails. Oh my gosh, why did I say streaming overlays? Thumbnails. There we go. I was going to get it together. So we want to create some thumbnails for your video content. And so the first thing to do is to focus on getting an artboard set up. So there it is. We have an artboard. And I can check the size by clicking on the return key. And there it says overlay. So let me type in the word thumbnail. That is the name of that artboard. I have a 1920 by 1080. Okay, boom, got it. And go back to our selection tool. Bobby says, I want to make use of my iPad Pro more. Well, this is how you do it. Welcome to the stream. It's all the same, says Sean, making cool stuff. Thank you, Sean. That's right. It's all the same because this whole week has been about working with this one project, creating multiple things out of that project. And so I have my artboard ready. And this is the part where we're working with Adobe Illustrator on the desktop, okay? So I will show you a bit of my process. I have a layer that says thumbnail 01. I duplicated some of the elements in my design, original design. This is my original design. And I duplicated some of these elements, like the background. There it is. Got it. Let me lock that thumbnail now. I have my character. So there's my DTM character. That's me. I drew myself. I brought in some icons this time. So I'm just dropping in elements, right? I'm created the document, set up the artboard, added the word thumbnail to a layer. And then I'm throwing in elements. And then before I leave here, I'll organize some of these layers. There's my title to my artboard, intro overlay. Got it. So I did have some things correct. There's some text that I want to add here. I don't see any of it, but there it goes. Your favorite artist. This is the brand layer and the DTM text. What's up, Daniel? Welcome to the stream. And then finally a line, right? I want to put a line. So these are some of the basic elements that I want to work with today in making my thumbnail. So I'm like, I like that. Everything has its own layer. Then there's a major layer for all the design elements. And once I'm happy with some of the things that I bring in, of course, I will open a folder and a file in my computer, looking through my folders, trying to find some of these elements that I want. And finally, let me go ahead and bring one more thing in. That's what I was going to do. Boom. These thumbnails are part of my streams that are going to be happening next month, called DTM Versus. There's a guest picture. Bam, I have a picture of the person that I want to bring in to the design. Let's go ahead, drag and drop. Boom, there we go. As soon as we drag and drop an image, it creates a layer for it. So let me just change this layer to Robotic Pastries is her name. Bam, got it. And we're just gonna lock that, and we're done right now. This is all I need to do for now. When I'm on the desktop, Control S or Command S. When I'm in the desktop, I add in all my elements. I'm done. I say, okay, let me relax and breathe for a second, and close this window. Right. So there it is. That document is closed, and there is a little note right here, notification by Adobe. It says now you can use cloud documents in Illustrator. Yes, cloud documents in Illustrator automatically save to Adobe's cloud as you work. You can also view the version history to see how your work has evolved. What? So I can go back and take a look at some of the different, I gotta read through this and click on something. Well, it's great to have different versions as you work through the document in case you change your mind. You're like, you know what, let me go back and I kind of like what I had yesterday better. So now here we are in my iPad, and this is the iPad Pro. Let me close this so I can refresh my documents here. Boom, come on. There it goes. There it is. It's refreshing. There we go. And this is why the Creative Cloud is so amazing, in that it gives you a chance to sync your files between desktop Illustrator and iPad Illustrator on the iPad. Hey Mohan, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream on YouTube. So did I save it as a cloud document? Yes, I did. And as a matter of fact, Sean, I did skip a spot, and that the part that I skipped is that I started with a cloud document. So this is DTM versus Adobe Live version 3 streaming overlays. I should have changed the name of that. Number 2. You didn't miss it. I didn't mention it. And it is Adobe Illustrator Cloud. So if I want to save this as a cloud document, go through Save As. This on the desktop, back on the desktop. And I can add the name. This is going to be thumbnails. And instead of saving on your computer, which you can save on your computer, you want to save as a cloud document. There we go. So there it is. And I need to type the word again, thumbnails. Boom. And then I click on save. So now I've saved this document from the Creative Cloud, from Adobe Illustrator desktop to the Creative Cloud. And when I switch screens to my iPad, there it is. It happened immediately. It does. You will need a internet connection. Okay, so that's gonna be part of the process. You need an internet connection so that you can sync between the cloud and your device. So there it is. I am in Adobe Illustrator on the iPad. I'm gonna open this document here right now. Danette says the Creative Cloud is my life. Let me tell you something. And I know, boom, says Sean, that's right. And I know Danette has several devices, as I do. We have several devices. I have several iPads. I don't want to reach down there, but I have a Surface over there, and I have another computer off to the side. And what's amazing about the Creative Cloud is that you have access to your working files no matter which computer you're on. So that's really great. And so as long as you have an internet connection, you can access your files, keep working, and then come back to your main computer, and whatever you've been doing will sync right up and give you access to continue your process. So yes, it's super awesome. It is the life. All right. So here it is. I have my thumbnail design, and there is my layers. As you remember, I called this layer right there RP for robotic pastries. That's the name of this artist. And now I can take my time and move things around. Boom. I don't necessarily like this layout, but this is the time when now I can take my time and work on the composition, check out my elements, check the composition, organize my elements around, so let's see, let's turn off the icons for now, and make sure you name your layers. You want to name your layers, even if no one is going to look behind you and come after, take over for the file. You still want to name your layers so that no matter which device you're on, you don't have to worry about what is this right here, what is that right there, what should I click on next. So here, instead of saying your favorite artist, where is it? It says title. That's the title up there. That's the text right there, DTM, right there. Look inside of that layer. Boom, unlock it. That says favorite artist. This is the brand, and this is DTM. So now I will select this, move it over this way, hold down the shift, or not the shift key, but this touch modifier. Grab the corner. Boom, here we go. There it is. Oh yeah, come on. So make DTM really big. You know what, man? It's a little bit too big. Let's go right there. Got it. Select the brand layer, move it up. That DTM text, I'm going to turn down the opacity. And this is where you're chilling in the couch, or if you're like me, you're in the back deck. And today I'm going to hang out with my granddaughter. She's going to paint my nails, and I'm going to sit there and work while she's busy with my nails. You get to do other things besides sitting in front of your desk. I think that's what we're trying to get to, is that you're on the go. You have a mobility available to work in Illustrator when you have a device. So there we go. That's cool. I like that. Got it. I turned down the opacity. Let's go further. DTM. So we can kind of see it says DTM, but it's not that big of a deal. What's more of a deal is this versus. Bam. There we go. Got it. Lock it. Now the favorite artist part, what I'm going to do is change the text. There we go. And let me open up my keyboard. Come on, keyboard. And it's going to say robotic. Robotic pastries. Now, another cool thing is that that's it, got it. Go back to my selection tool. There are lots of fonts in part of your Creative Cloud account. And so I can click through here and check out some of the fonts. I see that I should have used capital letters, but that's all right. If there is a robotic looking font, that'd be nice. But right now, we're just going to go with this. I don't like that one. I'm just going to keep looking. Let's go. That's kind of nice. Yeah. But I wanted something that's compact. So let's go with that. Well, we wasn't Bebas. Bebas, how do you pronounce that? I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, I like the cursive. There we go. Right there. Capital. That's right. I found you. So her name is Robotic Pastries. I'm gonna set the name right here like this, or maybe like that, or maybe break it up. Come on. Break it up. Turn it loose. Boom. There it is, and make the text bigger. And shorten the space here. Look at this. Oh, I love this touch version of Illustrator. Oh my gosh. Boom, Robotic Pastries. Yeah. And so eventually you get to a point you're like, you know what? I like this. I'm ready to move on. You make sure you close your document. There it is. It's in sync right now. It's going through the syncing process. You can see the little blue, and it just changed to green. It's a check mark. And if I check my desktop, there it is. It's already changed right there. It's already changed. Boom. So it's changed up. But let me go back to my iPad because I'm not done. And let me open up something that I've already been working on. There it is. We're on the iPad still. Bam! Look at this. Oh, it's so pretty. Now, of course, Robotic Pastries, aka Lauren Mace, she's going to be one of my contenders in my DTM versus show next month. It's probably in a couple months when her turn comes up. And so she's already agreed to battle me with Adobe Photoshop. So I downloaded the Adobe Photoshop icon. I gave the Adobe Photoshop a little bit of outline right here. Let me see. There's the rectangle. Yep, right there. Boom. I do have the other icons in here, but we're not going to use those in this thumbnail because with her, I'm only working with Photoshop. But I keep all the other elements that I'm not going to use. I keep them in the thumbnail design because once I go into desktop, then I can go further with my thumbnail design, and I don't want to waste anything. I don't want to let go of anything. All right, so that's good. I got some gradients. I got some freeform gradients. I got the DTM, that versus. Maybe it needs to be a different color. And, just play around with it. Let me see. Drawing name title is not the title, but text. There it is, text. So, boom. The brand. Select it. And go through my color over here. Boom. That's what red would look like. Purple. There you go. Nice. There it is right now. And that's not too bad. But if I do that, then I can kind of go big with it. DTM versus. Yeah, boom. I like how tough and hardcore it looks. Yes. Okay, cool. Now, I was thinking about this earlier. Should I put a picture of myself instead of a drawing? I don't know. I think I'm going to go with the drawing because I'm going to be different. So eventually, I'm at a point where it's like, look, I have my original design over here on the left-hand side. I have my intro overlay right here. And that's actually, as a matter of fact, it's not even an intro overlay. This will be a thumbnail. This is a thumbnail. So let me see, where is my text. It's got title right here. Boom, title. And this is supposed to say thumbnail. Thumb 1. Let's call it 1. Boom. Got it. All right. Selection tool. Got it. Thumb 1. The artboard it needs to say thumb also. And the reason why you want to name your artboards, not thumb Q, but 1. I try to say 1. There we go. The reason why you want to have names is because when it's time to export, and I'm going to show you the exporting process today, is that your artboard will keep its name, so then it's easy to recognize when you are inside of your computer folder and you can see different things. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and back to our home screen. There it is. Everything is saved. It is in sync, as you can see from that green check mark. Go move on to the desktop. Bam. And there it is. It's already right there. Look at that. And we know it's different. And it says 33 seconds ago. Okay. Oh my gosh. There he goes. Boom. There it is. Robotic Pastries. Move my layers out the way. And this doesn't look so bad. If you have some feedback on my designs, please share it with me. Please send me a message, say something in the chat so that I can then take some advice and suggestions from y'all, because sometimes my mind just draws a blank and I know how to do certain things, but when you're looking at it, you're like, I don't know about that. I don't know how it looks, but this is good. Okay, go back to my layers and look. Remember this verses, there it is. So that's the brand. And I actually wanted the same color as the Photoshop logo. Got it. Boom. Maybe the DTM could be the same blue as the Photoshop logo right here. Bam! Oh! Oh! I kind of like that. Yeah. And then her name would be in white, so that way it is easy to recognize who is the contender here. Yeah. So let me collapse some of these here and turn some things on. Hey, thank you, SLP Price. SLP Price says it looks gorgeous. I'm turning on some of these layers to make sure that when I duplicate, everything works out. Let me move this thumbnail layer up to the top. And see, this is now I'm in my desktop. Now I'm making all these adjustments to my layers to make sure everything is clean. Everything is where it needs to be. And I can delete any unnecessary layers. So let's go ahead and do this. Look, lock that layer. Get another artboard. Click and drag, hold shift. Boom, it's close. Enter. There we go. Let's fix that. 1920 and 1080. Click OK. Got it. So now I have a second artboard, and I can rename this artboard. I should have named the artboard. It's called this Thumb. Go to caps. Thumb 2. That's going to be Thumb 2. Got it. And so now, thumbnail 1. I'm going to select that layer. There's a problem here. Let's click on that. Oops. Is it okay, there's nothing in here. Draw name. Delete that. Let's see, everything is secure, is good. Select that layer and alt click, drag, boom. A second copy of that thumbnail. Now I can bring this down, drop it in. Let me see if I want to hit the right spot. I should hit the right spot. Boom. Is that correct? It looks good. It might be a little off. Let me double check. Oh yeah, it's a little off. And I'm just eyeballing it. You know, we could get really technical here and do all the pixel this and pixel that, but I think it's good. Let's see. Boom. And now this is going to be called thumbnail 2. And really, I can call it a real name. This is going to be RP thumbnail. Okay, you see that? Go into my layers. There's, artboards, window, artboards. And then go here. And this is going to be, boom. This is called RP thumb. Got it. This is going to be a second thumbnail down here. And we're going to change the name right now. Let's call this my first contender for next month is Odari Art. And we're going to change this picture to be Odari. But right now, since I don't have a picture for him, I'm just going to go ahead and do the transparency and turn down the transparency right there like that. So that'll be something to replace. I know that Odari likes Adobe Fresco. So let me move this Fresco icon here. And see, I've designed it one time, but I can use this over and over again as long as I've already have all my elements and the way I want them to be. What I don't want to do is have to redesign them over and over again and then keep them consistent. I want them to be a little consistent, but I also want them just a little bit different. So let's go back into my background, change this color here. Let's change that color. Let me get my color layer, and let's go with Oh yeah, let's go with the like a yellow. Boom. See, and now it's a little bit different, right? So we got an orangey yellow color. Let me see. Maybe let's see pink. Let's see reddish, bluish. There you go. A little bluish. Oh yeah. So that's good. That's good. So everything kind of changes a little bit, but it's still it's the same composition, same design. So what if I change the DTM to match a little bit of that red? I kind of like that light. There we go. Bam! There it is. DTM versus Odari art. I'm going to change over Odari's picture eventually and then export it. So the thumb 2 is going to say Odari thumb. Okay. And I can change the word here and just make it as thumb 2. All right. It's time to export. Let's go and control S to save. Come on, save. Here we go. And the last thing we're going to do is export these. So let's go to export, export as, find my folder for my video thumbs. There it is. Use artboards, leave it as a PNG, use the artboards, and then I can say export them all. Or if I want a range of artboards, I can say 2 and 3, and you want to click on the suffix. You want the suffix to sit there. And SOP Press says hot seat opposition. That's right. Export. There it is. I want to do a screen of 72. Boom. Okay. And now let's look at our folder. Let's look at our folder. There it goes. Video thumbs. And look, the name is, it says it right there, Odari thumb. And then that says thumbs overlay, RP thumb. So now the file name is what I want. I am DTM, DeltaTangoMike. I hope you enjoyed this. I will catch you again next week. Find me on Behance /The Creative Genius. Talk to y'all later. Peace out.